What is up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are checking out the LsL Instruments Claro Boost. What is it? Well, hence the name. It is a boost. It's a nice sounding boost. It's, according to LsL, it's a simple yet effective design, and I would agree. I would consider this boost something that you could definitely use always on, especially at the end of your pedal board chain, like if you just have long cable runs, or maybe you just have a tired sounding like backline amp. This would be ideal just at the end of your pedal board, just to kind of wake things up. And we'll get into, instead of me describing how it sounds, we'll just get into what's going on with the sonics of it in the demo. What's on top? It's super complicated. It's got a potentiometer that says boost. It'll go from essentially unity all the way up to, I believe, 26 dB of gain. Now, in the demo, I did keep the amp absolutely static. I kept it actually pretty clean, because the challenge for me was, how much can I get out of this, since it's got 26 dB of boost, without running into an amp that's maybe dirtier, or switching to an amp that is maybe more broken up or distorted, or even using another pedal on the other side of it, like pushing another overdrive. Can I get away with it just using this? And I think it worked really well. I will, in the demo, run the amp with a little bit more gain so you can hear how it hits amps that are more broken up as opposed to clean. But for the most part, I really focused on the Claro Boost itself. So let's check this thing out. It is the LsL Instruments Claro Boost. Alrighty, so I've got the Claro Boost in front of me. Let's check it out. Here's just the guitar into the thingy that makes the guitar louder. And here's the Claro Boost. Okay, cool. that's the Claro Boost. I kept the amp, obviously didn't touch it. I just went from essentially a little past noon all the way up to fully cranked into the amplifier. Let's just check out where it all starts. To me, this pedal pretty much starts with the boost at 0 or essentially off. It almost starts at like a unity gain. Now that seems subtle, but if you're listening on maybe studio monitors or headphones, you'll hear it. It adds some clarity right away, especially in the top end. It rolls up really smoothly, so check it out. About right there is where I start hearing some low end coming in. Obviously, at around here, in my opinion, is where I'm hearing an actual, where I'm starting to hear like a boost in level. Like right there would be almost an always on setting, especially if you were going to run it at the back of your board. That could be your always on, and then of course you can crank it up a little bit more if you want. You know, you got a long cable run or something's, you know, going on with an amp you're using on stage. You know, maybe it's backline or something, and you need to wake it up. You could always add more, but about right there would be a really nice kind of always on setting. It's about right there that I start, like I said, hearing kind of low end. Not in a bad way, it still stays really clear because the top end is so nice on it. As I turn it up more towards kind of 3 o'clock. Now we're definitely pushing the amp, but the low end hasn't got out of control. Now we're pushing the amp pretty hard. Humbucker. All the way up. So in my opinion, it's a very usable boost, essentially using it as an always on, or you can use it to push the amp a little bit harder, or you can use it for a solo tone. It does get a little bit sizzly up top when it's cranked, but you can obviously make adjustments as you go or just reach for the tone control on your guitar. One other thing I'll show you is let's go ahead and add a little bit of gain to the amp. So yeah, it's a little bit more gain. I'm not going to dial anything. I basically just hit a switch so it would have a little bit more gain. Because in my opinion, this thing will definitely hit pedals, no problem. If you've got overdrives or distortions that you dig that you want to drive harder, it'll do that. But let's hear what it does to a tube amp that's already kind of broken up now. Okay, so cool. It does, obviously, even all the way up, it doesn't get out of control when I crank the level all the way up into a semi-broken amp. So yeah, that is the LsL Instruments Claro Boost. If you've got any other questions, I didn't build this thing. So I would go to the website and ask the folks that built it. Yeah, honestly, that's my best advice, because I know just enough about this stuff to sound like I don't know anything about this stuff. But as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. Please, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel. Smash the likey thingy, because for some reason the algorithm gods seem to like that. So yeah, please do if you haven't. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.